Alrighty, and we are back. I don't know if I'm going to do too many outros. I think I'm just going to play through this game and see what I get. So we are currently waiting to do the Midnight Channel. Perfect. Maybe we should go upstairs and wait for the time being? You're reminded that you made a promise to test. Wait! No! Ah! Fucking stupid game. You can hear it raining outside. It's almost midnight. Your soulmate appears if you look into the TV on a rainy night. Could She's story be true? With blue, yellow, and red lights. It's raining. Hmm? What? Thou art I. I art thou. Tells you how much Persona I played if I can't even A, finish it, and B, butcher the very first thing. I think it's I am thou, thou art I. What the? Genius! Brilliant! 10 out of 10 thinking. Annika seems to have returned to her room. What just happened? You decide to talk about with the others tomorrow. Ah, that gets rid of the HUD.
Sorry.
Oh, perfect timing. Sorry, move over. She forced herself under your umbrella. Wait, did I mute it by accident? I did have my own, but I saw this kung fu movie where they used an umbrella to moves, and I accidentally broke mine trying to move the movie. By the way, did you see it? Do tell, but the person it showed. Never mind, I'll save it for when the others are around. We're going to be late for school. Yeah, we don't have time to talk about this right now. What? You're standing in the rain. It's kind of awkward to only bring this up now, but pretty close here. I'm going to go on ahead and run the rest of the way. Huh? Are you sure? If you say so, then I guess it's okay. Thanks. Alright, let's go. Early morning. Morning. Hello everyone, my name is Kimiko Sofu, and I don't know how much you know about world history, but I'm an expert. Well, I learned what I could in my American system. First, a little about me. I love to use my dowser to look for lost items, and there's nothing quite like a romance. Well, she's as an Egyptian. In fact, world history is a magnificent romance. History is like a river, and it was born in the past and flows ever forward. I hope we can all enjoy the profundity of history together. And since this is my first lecture, I'll start with an easy question. Our transferee, Mr. Luigi, please stand up. Yes, ma'am. The Western calendar is based on Anno Domini, the traditional believed year of Jesus Christ's birth. What is the year before 1 AD called? I believe it is called 1 BC. You seem to understand this well. If you think of history is like math, 0 AD would be the natural assumption, but world history is much more complicated. Yeah, I don't know where I heard it from, but I've only heard from one place where it actually goes from when we're talking about Christianity and the whole Jesus Christ, you go from all these years back. So the earliest recorded history is 4000 BC. Which some people have claimed it means before Christ. AD means something else. I always assumed it was after death, but it's actually not. It's something like Latin or something like that. But it goes from like 4000 BC up to 1 BC, then 1 AD, and it keeps on going. So currently, as of this recording, we are in 2020 AD. For like non-religious or at least non-Christians, it is called BCE, or it would be BCE, and we are currently in CE, before Common Era and Common Era. Because unfortunately, you'd have to really figure out how to actually fix it, and most people just call it 2020 anyway. It's almost worldly recognized. I can't tell you if it's completely or not, because I'm a simple American. The Georgian calendar we use today is based on the Julian calendar, which was made while there was no concept of the 0 as a number. Exactly true. The concept of the number 0 was invented in about 500 AD by the Indians, I believe. And that number got put into the Arabics when they created their number system, which is partly where we get our common one. At least most of Western society gets their founding in Arabic. That's why if you look at like mostly like China, Japan, and all those, you get different ones. But here you have our Arabic numbers. 0414, so on and so forth. Let me just make sure it's recording. I don't want to be spouting nonsense. So that's how we got our Arabic numbers. That's part of the story anyway. You go back in history and you can find a lot of people hated certain concepts with numbers. Square root of 2, people would try and kill you over it back in ancient Greece. And it kind of, and even the concept of 0 was like, that's so stupid. Why would we even put that as a number? That's why when counting backwards, we go from 1 AD straight to 1 BC. Hopefully that was a nice introduction to world history. It's a nice introduction to what I'm going to be doing, which is me trying to figure out what's going on in the story while just having a little bit of fun whenever these things come up. Because I did this a lot during my live streams of Zero Escape, where I just did a lot of that. You gave the correct answer. Your knowledge has increased. I like the answers where it was 0, 1, and the negative 1. It's like no one says negative 1. In fact, negative numbers was almost about as hated as the number 0. But what kind of execution? Because you still would hang them from their neck. A third year, eh?
Yo,
Yes.
it's not really that important, but well, yesterday on TV, never mind. Look, I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Yosuke, did you hear the rumor?
Which rumor?
Saki Senpai's supposedly the one who discovered that body.
Okay.
I wonder if that's why she looks so down. She doesn't seem to be at school today either.
Huh? Hey, Yukiko, are you helping out at the inn today too? Things are really out of hand right now. I'm sorry.
What's going on at the end? That's concerning.
Just think of his person and seem way stressed out today.
I guess they're running her ragged. By the way, did you see it last night?
Huh? Well, what about you?
I did. I seriously saw a girl, but my soulmate is a girl? What's that supposed to mean?
Maybe it's not your soulmate.
I couldn't quite tell who it was, but it was a girl for sure.
Okay. But before anything, I have no problem with people having fun with same sex. I'm not that kind of person who's gonna hate it. If you like it, that's perfectly fine. I'm not one who's going to. Please don't be an ass about it.
Her hair was brown, that's children. She was wearing our school uniform, and
I think it was Saki.
Hey, I think that's the same person I saw. I couldn't make out that much detail though. The image I saw was much blurrier.
wait, so you saw it too?
So maybe it's not a soulmate then.
And we saw the same girl? Does that mean we have the same soul?
I feel like the voice actor, just like the voice just kind of slowly is like, I am dying on the inside.
How should I know? How about you? Do you see it?
Mm-hmm. You told them about what happened last night.
It sounds like we saw the same person. But your voice aside, was that about getting sucked into your TV?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
That dire last night? You must have just fallen asleep in front of your TV.
You know what? I don't blame you for not believing me. I wouldn't believe the story either.
That'd be one interesting dream, though. I like the part where you got stuck because your TV was too small. That's pretty realistic.
Then maybe that could clue you in that maybe I am telling the truth.
If it had been bigger. Oh, that reminds me. Our family's been talking about buying a bigger TV.
Oh no. I don't want to know where this is going.
Oh yeah? Well, flat screen TVs are definitely in these days. Want to go check them out on the way back? We'll be picking up our electronics department as well.
Definitely. My parents don't know anything about electronics, and I just gotta see my kung fu movies on the big screen.
Okay.
We got some pretty big ones in stock. I bet they'd be big enough for you to fit into.
They don't believe you at all. You decide to go to Junez with the others. Again, I don't blame them. I wouldn't believe it either. Junez Electronics Department.
Wow, this is huge! And holy crap, it's expensive. Who buys something like this?
I don't know. Rich folks? Honestly, not many people shop for TVs here. That's why we don't have clerks around.
Huh, not worth buying it, I guess. Well, at least look
True.
Nope, can't get in. Figures.
Well, then how about how about let's think about it this way. We supposedly claim that we got sucked in after seeing the figure. So maybe the same conditions have to be recreated before we can do it again. It's basic science. It's in order to get accurate readings, you have to test the same thing in the same conditions. And as a programmer, you basically keep on testing the same thing, but try and do slight adjustments until you fix it. So that's kind of how science works. So
This proved it. It was all just a dream.
as much as I would like to say yes, again, there are too many variables you guys are forgetting.
Besides, these flat screen TVs are so thin, you just end up on the other side.
That's a fair assumption. Except for the fact that our arm basically went through it. So our arm would have popped on the other side, so...
Saying, so Tia, what kind of TV are you guys in the market for?
They said they wanted one that's cheap. You got any suggestions?
Well, yes, might I suggest this one over here? It's the newest model, just released this spring.
What? That's not cheap at all. There's way too many zeros.
I should have asked what you meant by cheap right off the bat.
You got connections, right? Come on, hook me up.
Can't do that. Hey, how about this one over here? It's a display unit, it's a little old, but
They don't believe you. With a TV this big, you might actually be able to go inside. You're not paying attention.
what kind of TV?
Do you? I just like that gradual, like, what kind of TV do you? Pause for a second and then exclamations and switches.
Huh? Something wrong, Yosuke?
Yeah, turn around.
Is this on in the TV?
Whoa. Is that kind of new model? Like with a new function?
But you just tested this one.
Hell no.
You gotta be kidding me. Did you really stick your hand through the screen?
Yes.
Oh man, this is for real. That's so magic trick, man. So how does it work, huh? What's the magician's secret?
You know the rule of thumb, a magician never reveals their secrets. Even though we actually don't know ourselves. Both of them were staring at you, astonished. You might be able to put in more than just your arm. Well, let's just jump right on in. What? There's empty space inside. You you tell them that.
What do you mean inside?
What do you mean, empty space?
It's very spacious in here.
What do you mean spacious?
What's going on?
Oh, I think this is all too much for my bladder.
What the? Are you giving me your hand?
What?
I've been holding it in all day. I haven't had a chance to go. I can't hold it anymore.
Then go, for fuck's sake.
Shit, customers, they're coming.
What? But we've got a guy half stuck in the TV here.
Wait, fuck.
What are we gonna do?
Wait, run!
How did they get trapped in? They weren't allowed in before. What suddenly let them in? What? Huh? Brain no process. Oof. Ow. That stung. Good question.
Oh, we're still alive, right?
Your understanding has increased.
I think my butt's cracked now.
Of course it is.
Whoa.
It's always been, dude.
What now? Did you wet your pants?
Just stupid. No.
A stage.
Is this the studio?
A studio.
Is fog? Or is it smoke? There's no place like this in Inaba, is there?
Hell no. Man, this is huge.
Interesting.
What are we gonna do? Huh? But
Well, we don't exactly know our way out now, do we?
look, we need to get home and
Sure. Point me into the direction of how we leave.
huh? Which way did we come in from?
I think above?
I don't see a way in or out.
Exactly.
That can't be right. How could that be?
I don't know. Don't ask me. I can't take this anymore. I want to go home.
Okay, so how? Yeah, an exit. We need to find one. Let's calm down and think about this.
Right.
Alright, so we need to find a way out.
Is there really a way out of here?
We got in, so we must be able to get out somehow.
That's true, but
There's no exit or tracks, so let's cross our fingers and look around.
Yeah, we shouldn't waste too much time. What the what is that?
what is this place? It's different from where we were before.
Looks like we're in some kind of building, but damn, it's so thick I can hardly see.
Are you sure we're not wandering farther away?
I can't be positive, but we better trust our instinct a little.
No, but
It seems that there's no trace for now but to continue onwards.
Hey, is it me or is the fog lighter here?
Maybe.
I'm nervous. I'm surprised.
I'd be surprised if you did.
can you guys slow down a little? It's hard enough to see where you're going. Huh? What the?
Hmm? Whoa!
It's a dead end. There's no exit.
What the? What happened here? Okay, let's see. We see blood all over the place. We see a bunch of posters that are ripped up. Looks like the same person had their face ripped off. There's this yellow and white stuff as well. Not sure what that is. Maybe paint of some kind? And then there's a chair with a noose. Perfect.
Keeps getting creepier and creepier the further we go. I can't hold it any longer. My bladder's gonna explode.
Then go out and just go. We're gonna look around.
Yosuke, what are you doing?
I gotta let it out before it pisses my pants.
You're going here? Oh, you gotta be kidding.
Turn around. I can't know everyone's watching. I can't do it. It's all your fault if my bladder bursts.
Okay.
Like I care.
Blech.
Anyways, what's with this room? Check out these posters. Their faces are all cut out.
Oh, some of them look cut. Some of them look ripped.
You must really hate this person.
Dude, this chair and rope, usually is never good.
No, in fact, that's one of the first things that should have grabbed our attention. I only mentioned it last because I wanted to mention everything else.
It's tied in a noose. This is a scarf.
Come on, let's go back to where we came from and look somewhere else for an exit.
Okay.
I've seen that poster before.
You have?
Who cares? Let's go! I'm sick of this place. And I'm not feeling so good.
Now that you mention it, me too.
Your body does feel heavy. Could it be due to the place's oppressive atmosphere?
Alright, let's go back. Seriously starting to feel sick.
Phew. You finally made it back here. Wait, what was that?
There's something over there.
Okay. Who are you? What the fuck are you?
What is this thing? Monkey? Bear?
What in the world? That's what I want to know. Who are you guys?
What are you? You want to fight?
Sure, go ahead, fight it.
Don't yell at me like that.
The bear is cowering in fear. Maybe it'd be better to ask him nicely.
I'm a bear. Can't you tell? I live here by myself. I've always lived here. It doesn't have a name.
It doesn't have a name.
You live here?
Okay. Can we get any more details about here?
If I was you guys, I'd hurry back to the other side.
If you would be so kind as to direct us to the exit, we would love to.
Someone's been throwing people in here. It's a big headache.
Someone's been throwing people in here.
Huh? Throwing people in? What are you talking about? I don't know who's doing it. I just want them to think before they go doing things like that.
Hey, what's your problem? What gives you the right to yell at us like that? What are you? Where are we? What the heck is going on here?
I already told you. Anyways, you should hurry back. What it comes down to is, you want us to get out of here, right?
Basically.
Well, so do we. We just don't know how, damn it. That's why I'm saying I'll let you out.
Perfect! Guys, stop yelling at him.
Like I keep saying, you don't know where the frickin' exit.
He...
Wait, what? The hell?
What?
Where did those TVs come from?
What is going on?
Okay, now go, get out of here. I'm a busy bear.
What's going on now? Whoa! Hey! What are you doing?
He's getting you out.
Stop pushing.
Huh? Is this?
Did we make it back?
Oh, we're back.
Attention shoppers. Our daily limited time sale will now begin at the side dish area on the first floor.
Okay.
Why not try the delicious fresh produce Jeunesse picked for you this morning as your side dish for dinner tonight? All ages are invited to take advantage of this incredible bargain.
It's already that late.
Looks like we were in there quite a while.
Hmm.
That's right. I remember where I saw that poster before. So does that mean your room was related to that other lady's death?
I mean, it did look like some kind of hanging, which was probably what some players thought happened when they first heard about a body being hanged to, or hung or tied to the antenna, until they heard that it was tied upside down.
That I think of that. It's like you was hanging from the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, stop. No more. We gotta stop talking about this.
Let's just keep it in the back of our heads for now.
I don't know what happened to my brain. I don't think my poor heart can take it.
Sure. Now go to the bathroom.
I'm feeling chill too. Let's go home. I want to lie down and rest.
Well, you two have fun. After school, evening.
Hey, welcome home.
Sorry for being so late. You still feel sluggish.
I doubt you will. But have you heard anything about a student named Saki Konishi? Oh, I see. Well, to be honest, we got a call from her family. She's disappeared.
Of course.
We've got people looking for her, but she hasn't been found yet.
She's gonna be dead soon too, isn't she?
Word just keeps piling up.
And now, more on the case still casting a shadow over the foggy town of Inaba. Not long ago, television announcer Mayumi Yamano was found dead in a small town. Up until now, her whereabouts prior to her death have been unknown.
Hmm.
The police investigation has found that she had been staying in the region's famous Amagi Inn.
Oh, that's not good. The Amagi Inn. That's the inn that Yukiko's family runs.
She had apparently been staying there alone. Perhaps she was taking a vacation to recover from her ordeal. Oh yes, the Amagi Inn. Their hot springs are first rate. The manager's teenage daughter also works there, and it's rumored that she'll take over the inn this spring. If that happens, she'll be one of the youngest managers on record. We should book another trip there.
Oh, no wonder why she feels so much pressure.
I see. Moving along, it's time for the weather report. The rain has begun to subside. From now until morning, heavy fog warnings will be in effect in the Inaba region.
Okay.
Visibility will be severely reduced, so please be careful if you plan on driving in the area.
That TV is likely showing something, since I think it was Saki, and now she's disappeared. That definitely could signal some kind of disappearance. We don't know any more information about that, though. The news continues. Just before the announcer was found dead, she was apparently staying at the Amagi Inn, run by Yukiko's family, and seems the whereabouts of Saki Konishi, who discovered the body, are unknown.
Is the Russian ready now?
Give it some more time.
You sneezed. You feel a slight chill.
Are you sick? You're probably still adjusting to the new environment.
Maybe.
Nanako, could you get him from the whole system?
Thank you.
You should get to that after you pick.
Right. Haha, and we are done once again.